Donaire's older brother, Glenn.
Tough outing for Glenn Donaire, down early in the fight, punished throughout until the 6th round when the fight was stopped because of a broken jaw, and it ended up being a technical win for Vic Darchinyan. Nonito Donaire working well. Oh my!
Look out! Darchinyan down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet!
jrboxingproductions presents Nonito Donaire vs Vic Darchinyan on July 7, 2007. Donaire won the IBF and IBO flyweight title. A 5th-round knockout of the undefeated Darchinyan. This fight is the revenge of Nonito for his younger brother Glenn Donaire, who was defeated by Darchinyan in a 6-round technical knockout.
But before that, if you are new to our channel, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for updates of next upload videos.
Introducing to you first, the challenger on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, fighting out of San Leandro, California, by way of General Santos City, Mindanao in the Philippines. He weighed in at a ready 111 1/2 pounds, with a record of 17 wins and 1 defeat. He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current NABF champion, ranked the #8 IBF world contender. He is known as the Filipino Flash. Introducing Nonito Donaire. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks, fighting out of Sydney, Australia, by way of Vanadzor, Armenia. He weighed in at the flyweight limit of 112 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with 28 wins, no losses, 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making the 7th defense of his title. Here is the undefeated IBF and IBO flyweight champion of the world, known as the Raging Bull, introducing Vic Darchinyan.
Okay, gentlemen, you receive your instructions in the dressing room. The IBF and IBO flyweight championship is on the line. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times, and above all, respect my commands at all times. Let's touch them up, let's get popping.
Questions in advance. We'll soon find out, Al.
I like that explanation of that.
Something, unfortunately, I never had.
You know, no. Darchinyan, who's a fighter that comes forward.
Nonito, that Darchinyan does not hit hard, and you can see the punches coming. Darchinyan's response, he was toying with Glenn that night, didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Ooh, big left uppercut in there that missed.
2 things have happened. The right hand, think about his power already. And half of round 1, he's been hit more than we've seen in all the fights, and he's getting whacked by Donaire.
He just got hit. That was a shove. He just got hit by a left, which is the correct thing to do. And another one. Boy, Donaire kind of bucked
by Darchinyan. And it's not really just the right hand either. There's a nice left, counter left hook by Donaire. The trick for Donaire was to counter well as Darchinyan came in, and for the most part, he has done it. He's thickening a bit.
Excellent opening round for the challenger.
And it's a good weapon.
Ooh, left hand by Donaire to the head.
He is landing it sometimes in fights since.
Oh, Darchinyan got nailed, and then he came back. Here's a right hand, a miss by Donaire.
Interesting fight, but boy, he could make it too interesting for himself because in harm's way of those Darchinyan big punches.
Donaire has to be with herky, jerky moves of Vic Darchinyan.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about how things would go for him in the 115-pound division.
Trying to push Donaire, developing into an interesting affair. Well, as we met Donaire's older brother, Glenn.
Tough outing for Glenn Donaire, down early in the fight, punished throughout until the 6th round when the fight was stopped because of a broken jaw, and it ended up being a technical win for Vic Darchinyan. Tough night for Glenn Donaire.
You can't continue? Time. Yeah!
And Glenn Donaire with the broken jaw. There he is now, jaw healed. A very interested spectator on hand to support his. Well, it must be working to this point. We enter round 3.
And you know, round 2, Darchinyan's finding the range. If they change, they can't use their skills. That hasn't happened yet to Nonito Donaire.
Against Darchinyan, he had to sort of get in his chest.
And you saw Darchinyan react.
Big straight left hand right on the button. Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered Darchinyan. Remember, he's never been hurt or dropped in his career. Donaire sensing the moment. Darchinyan battles back. Donaire marching forward. Pacing, it's another hard left hand to the chin by Donaire.
Weapon for Donaire, surprising.
What a huge
Come back at you, but there's a left hook by Donaire, and that was a portent of things to come, because there's a good counter left hook by Donaire that hurt Darchinyan and changed that round, and there would be other left of Darchinyan.
We'll see if that enters in as a factor, so things really getting intriguing here. This is the first time.
You know, Darchinyan's dad is here to see his fight. Only
Moments for Ruben Darchinyan.
Darchinyan's able to get that left in when he especially
On Darchinyan right now, missing whelming a factor for Darchinyan. And it's early. Now,
he remembers much, and Donaire's been able to take, has a big height and reach advantage. Stays.
nice counter left there by Donaire. That's true. Final second. And Darchinyan.
I'm here with Glenn. Your brother is doing very, very well. Nonito is right now. How much advice were you able to give him coming off your loss to Darchinyan?
The only thing I told him is that, you know, look, if only I could hurt Vic, because Vic was way a lot bigger than I am. But, you know, like a fighter, you know, I never backed up to anybody. But the thing is, I hit Vic with good punches back then, and I couldn't hurt him. I could only hear him go, oh. But I told him, if my brother, if you hit him with those kind of punches, you'll knock him out.
To you, Steve.
Thank you very much, Jim. Boy, he made me nervous. They are two different kinds of fighters. Glenn and Nonito 5 underway, scheduled for 12. IBF flyweight belt on the line.
In his last 12-round fight, Andrade won the last 3 rounds dramatically to win that decision. He feels he's
Manchester Journal-Inquirer here in Connecticut. Coming up to the midway point of round 5.
There's the jab by Nonito Donaire working well. Oh, my!
Look out! Darchinyan down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet! In terrible shape, it's all over! It's all over! Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset in emphatic fashion! Down as one of the knockouts of the year. Moment here in this city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, as the emotions fly. The brothers, the equipment, the stretcher. Boy, you
counter left hand, and here it would come in dramatic fashion. Again, lunging in Darchinyan, as he has, not concerned about defense. You have to admire the courage of Darchinyan and the will. As hurt as he was, trying desperately to get up and continue. And clearly we know he was not doing well. And from above, we get a chance to see how well that left hook landed. It was just a perfect counter left hook by Nonito Donaire. And, you know, we talked about how the left hook had been successful early in the fight and really was the surprise weapon tonight. We would have expected the right hand to be more of a weapon for Donaire. And
in charge, Eddie Claudio stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, and the new IBF and IBO flyweight champion of the world, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
big upset, Nonito.
What can you say about the fight? Comment your reaction below. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.